So, YouTube, how the fudge you doing? It is your boy Optic Nate Cock back again with another brand new story for the fans. So, chat, let YouTube know how the fudge you doing. 100 Thieves, pick me up. Anyway, so as per request of roughly 170 people in my Twitch stream, which are daily now at twitch.tv/Nudah, live right now. As per everyone's knowledge, the running joke is that I don't tell any of the drug stories just because I don't ever acknowledge them. It's in the past for a reason. But today is a rare exception. I'm assuming someone's gonna gift 100 subs in the middle of this stream, so that way it's gonna warrant me telling this story. So, back in the day, I was trying a bunch of stupid shit. Like, I lived in Indiana. What else am I supposed to do? Fuck my cousin, eat corn, make meth, or do something else drug-related. That's really about it. Indiana kind of sucks. So, it was right around the time of spring break. I want to say either my senior year of high school or the year after. Genuinely, I cannot remember. I think it was the year after. Yeah, no, it was 100% the year after. I can't give away any names. Okay, so 2 of my friends also wanted to do acid, and it was like my 3rd time at that point, and the other 2 guys, it was their 1st time. So I was like, alright, I mean, it won't be shit, like, it'll be just like every other time. I mean, we just sit there, laugh at stupid shit. Nothing else happens. There was only one person that I knew in town. Alright, so let's call my one friend Brandy and my other friend Ass. I don't know why people enjoy my story videos. Like, they fucking suck. Okay, so Ass and Brandy really wanted to do acid, and I was like, boys, I think I can make this happen for you, but where are we doing this at? We're not doing it at my house, because you're both fucking stupid. And they're like, well, I mean, my parents are going out of town, so I mean, or one of them, I'm not gonna say which one, said, well, my parents are going out of town, so we can do it at my house. I was like, alright, shit. Here's where it gets fun. So, the only guy in town that I knew that had acid was a complete fucking moron. I mean, I went to the 10th grade with him, and I didn't go into the 11th grade with him, nor the 12th, nor any grade past 10th. So, he's obviously a very stand-up character, a really great guy, and he comes over to the place that I was staying at the time, and he's like, well, he was a Mexican guy, and I want to impersonate a Mexican accent, but I don't want to get in trouble. But I don't want him to sound like Optic Papas Fritas. Or the Optic Espanol guys. So anyway, this dude comes over, and he's already fucked up off of God only knows what. And he's like, hey man. To be fair, he did not sound like that at all. He was a full-fledged fucking gang member who had killed people. Like, I need to quit making fun of him. I'm pretty sure he still watches my videos. Love you, dude. Well, anyway, he's like, yeah, man, the best shot you ever can. You only need one. I was like, okay, so if I only need one, and my other friend only wants one, and the person who's gonna trip sit us only wants half of one. So, I mean, I'd say we're good with what, 2.5? Yeah, 2.5 tabs? Like that should be good, right? He's like, yeah, man, fucking awesome. And he ripped some shit off, and I mean, I had no idea how to tell, so I mean, it looked good to me. And he just sent me on my way. So what had ended up happening was, I didn't really understand how the dipping of paper worked, and he handed me a folded sheet of paper, and it was cut into 3 separate strips, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. So keep in mind, it's a sheet of paper folded in half. There's 2 sides to it. Each side of each sheet had a hit of acid on it. So instead of getting 1 hit, I got 1 on the front, or 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom of the first sheet, 1 on the top, and 1 on the bottom of the second sheet. So instead of 1, I had fucking 4. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I mean, maybe it's a weaker hitting, like, acid because it's, like, in a folded up paper, so it might not be as good. Oh, quite the fucking contrary, Jerry. Oh, no. So, fast forward a little bit, his friend, we're at one of their parents' house, and, they're not home. No one's home. I'm not kidding whatsoever. So, no one's home. It's just us 3 there. And, we all take it, and it's like 10 in the morning. We're all sitting there like, all right, nothing's going on. 10:30 rolls around. Nothing too crazy. 10:45 hits. Just like oh, dude, the planes of reality. Every fiber of my fucking being just exploded. Like, I could smell colors, goddammit. I was able to see sound. There was no emotion and every emotion that I was and was not feeling, if that makes any sense at all. Finally, I'm fucking, like, we're all just like, whoa. Like, okay, wait, maybe it wasn't just a hit. We black out all the Nathan. Oh, the Nathan. Oh, wait, hold on. This is about to be so fucked. Yes! Oh, the Nathan. Alright, this is epic. Okay, so all three of us are like, whoa. Like, I mean, we're coming up really fast, really hard, and no one can control it. So we black out all of the windows, like put up furniture, blankets, bed sheets, like we put up a couch against the window, blacked it out because the sunlight was freaking us the fuck out. And finally, I was like, all right, we should probably watch TV, but first I need to take a shower. So I take my first shower, I take my second shower, I take my third, fourth, and fifth shower. At this point, I keep forgetting, like, every time I get out of the shower, it's like, oh, it's so cold out here, but in there, it's so warm and so nice. And finally, I used all of his hot water. After, like, an hour and a half of showering. And, he comes banging on the door, he's like, hey, bro, like, not to be a dick, but my shower's cold as fuck. Like, can you stop showering? He comes and grabs me out of the shower, and we watch the Chappelle Show stand-up intro on Netflix, like 4 or 5 times consecutively. It's like a minute-long intro, and we just kept watching it over and over and over. Dude, it was fucking crazy. So finally, after like 2 hours, dude, we're fucking boinked, like full-on gone. My friend Ass is like, dude, we should go on a nature walk. And I'm like, yeah, but the thing is, it's way too hot outside, and all I have are these bulky ass cargo shorts and a sweatshirt. He's like, oh, dude, my sister has sweats you can wear. What ended up happening was, I want to say probably 45 minutes, an hour later, I'm on a nature walk wearing, and keep in mind, I'm 350 pounds, wearing nothing but his sister's sweatpants. She's like an extra small. Like, how the fuck I even got them on? Genuinely, I don't know. They were ripped and stretched to all hell. But I'm wearing those and just a pair of her shades. That's it. So we're on this nature walk and my feet are cut to all hell. We're walking on nothing but gravel and like roots sticking out of the ground. And we get to this big open field and I'm like, whoa. Like, that's a lot of open field. Did I wear a shirt? Oh, hell no. No shirts involved. And I'm just standing in the middle of this open cornfield that's been plowed, so it's completely cleaned. And I just fucking fell backwards. Like, dude, square into the sunlight, like, just had everything envelop me, like, was just one with the earth. I come to, that was about 1 p.m. at that point. I come to at around 3, doing mud angels in the fucking field. My 2 friends are sitting in the back of the field, like, just casually conversing, looking at the sun. I shit you not, they were actually looking at the sun. Like, I hang out with good people, reputable characters, to say the least. And, I look down, and right next to my, my mud angel are a ton of deer tracks. And in my head, that's literally all I can envision. Like, that's all I can see and think is just like the ground trembling and fucking just there's something running towards me and I'm looking around like, oh my god, deer, there's deer, oh, and dude, my big ass gets up and just fucking sprints all the way to the other side of the field. My friends get up and they're like, dude, what the fuck is happening? And I'm just like, deer, go, 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 go. But like, what are a bunch of fucking deer gonna do to you? You are not Mufasa from The Lion King. They're not a bunch of buffaloes. They're like a bunch of fucking prancing dipshits. They get hit by cars more than anything. They're fucking stupid. Like, we would have been just fine. But I was tweaking out my ass, just like, we have to go! I'm sprinting uphill now. Like, my feet, to this day, I have scars on the bottom of my feet from this day. Because I'm running up straight gravel that's been heated in the sun. My friend lives in a really wealthy area. And, we get up to the top of the hill. And there's a fucking, I would show the scars, but I'm pretty sure I would get banned on Twitch. But, we get to the top of the hill, and there's this solar panel. It's a fucking massive, like, probably $1.5 million solar panel that heats and generates energy for this dude's entire house. And, we didn't know this at the time, but shit, what was I gonna do? Oh, hey, Google, turn my lights crimson. Hey, Google, turn my lights carmine. Beautiful. But anyway, so we're all still just boink, completely there. And we're walking around this solar panel like, whoa. Because, I mean, if you think about a solar panel, dude, it's a bunch of, like, distorted mirror images of you. And I'm looking at that when my whole world is in fucking 8-bit pixelation. Just like... Like, here's what we didn't know. So, the owner of this property had security cameras all over. I did not know that. Through the rest of this trip, I'm like walking around this man's house. I'm like looking at his wind chime, just playing with him and shit. You know, nothing bad, nothing at all that could genuinely like be looked at as like, oh, like you were damaging property. I really wasn't, and I wasn't trying to. You just had a bunch of, like, noisy shit on your porch and a big-ass mirror in the middle of your yard, and I was all fucked up, and I didn't know any better. Like, I'm telling you, it makes so much more sense when you look at it from my point of view. Because when you just look at the security camera footage, I just look like a fucking moron. It's just... You've got to imagine I'm standing there in nothing. Like, my feet are on fire, by the way. You've got to think that my feet are gushing blood, and I'm standing on hot fucking rocks. And I've just run uphill. And I'm only wearing a pair of his sister's, like, shorts and shades. I'm pretty sure I have a picture in those shades, too, somewhere online. Yeah, dude, I was just being retarded on his property. Like, that is not a felony. I looked it up. So finally, I mean, the trip winds down, yada, yada, yada. And the next day, we get a phone call, or not the next day, it would have been 3 or 4 days later. I get a phone call from the dude's house that I was at, and he's like, hey man, my neighbor knows that we were fucked up looking at ourselves in a solar panel. You think he's gonna press charges? Like, I don't fucking care. Like, what was I doing? Finally, we got a hold of him, and the dude was like, yeah, I wasn't mad necessarily. I was more so just confused. Like, you know, my family lives here, and I was like, dude, no, yeah, like, rest assured, I was just really, really, really fucked up. Like, I was just having an out of booby experience, you know, like, it happens. You can't blame me. And he was like, yeah, man, like, I was a flower child. I grew up in the 70s. I know what it's all about. Just don't ever do it again, man. Like, it was a lot of money to move here and install all this shit for you to come ruin it. At least look like you are. I was like, all right, man, I won't ever do it here again. Shook his hand, dapped him up, and I fucked his daughter. I didn't, but that'd be great. Maybe I did. I just can't admit to that. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the story, I do these daily. I don't do these daily. On twitch.tv/Nudah, live every single day. Chat, tell them how great it is here. But if you enjoyed that, like, comment, smoke weed. I will see you tomorrow. Subscribe. Hit your dad one time. No. Bye.